What's going on, everybody? VMAC here. We're going to get back into theme teams today. I don't think that we have done any teams in the American League Central. So today, we're going to try the Kansas City Royals, and we're going to take them into ranked seasons. It's the start of a brand new ranked season, so it should be rated around 550. A good time to use some theme teams with the very unique captain boosts. If you do enjoy this video, make sure to give it a like. Comment down below on which theme team you'd like to see us try next. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn those notifications on so you know when we've got content that is live. Let's go check out the Kansas City Royals. So we're going to start with Kansas City at Bobby Witt Jr. We just got a brand new Bobby Witt card in the Player of the Month program for July. He's got 102, 108 contact with 102 and 100 power. Great card with 99 speed and 95 base running aggressiveness that we're going to have at the very top of our Kansas City Royals lineup. Don't forget, he's got 125 clutch and a 90 arm to go with that at shortstop. A card that we picked up specifically for this purpose, we got Gold Glove Alex Gordon. We'll take a quick look at him with 119, 114 contact against righties and lefties respectively. 99 power versus right and 101 power versus left. He actually has a little bit more power versus lefties than he does against right-handed pitching. 116 clutch, and the fielding is at 97 with a 94 arm in his primary position of left field. We could play him at one of the corner infield positions, or we could play him at center or right, but we've got those positions covered. Two-hit Witt, as a matter of fact, is going to play center field for us. And we'll use Samad Taylor, a Tops Now card, in right field. He's got a little bit more speed and contact than he does power, but he does have an 81 fielding and an 81 arm. George Brett, the Kaiju Series, I believe he was a boss. Brett with 125 contact versus righties and 103 versus lefties and 113 vision, 125 clutch. Seeing a sort of a theme here with the clutch for these Kansas City Royals. We'll go with Alberto Mondesi, one of the throwback players for the Tops Now program. Of course, we've got him in there for his speed and his hitting against left-handed pitching. He's a switch hitter, so he'll bat from the right side against lefties. The team captain is Eric Hosmer. We've got Salvi behind the plate, and the July Tops Now captain, Mike Moustakas, rounds out the offense. Bench has a couple of pieces, including Hunter Dozier, Michael Garcia, Michael Massey, and a backup catcher, a core series, MJ Melendez from the World Baseball Classic. Pitching is quite thin, however, with Kansas City. We will be using this Kaiju Series Brett Saberhagen. World Baseball Classic Brady Singer is an option, but other than that, you've got Jordan Lyles, a Zach Greinke, and a Daniel Lynch. There is a team captain, Zach Greinke, but I believe he is a set one card. So if you wanted to use your wild card to use Zach Greinke, he is a set one card for the pitching team captain. Instead, we're going with Royals team captain Greg Holland. We've got Scoots Magoots, Scott Barlow in the back end of the bullpen, along with left-hander Austin Cox. The rest of them are bronze, with the exception of our 59 overall common, Jonathan Heasley, who we hope will not see the field. Eric Hosmer captain boost is at tier 3. We get plus 15 contact versus right, plus 15 batting clutch. It's already maxed out for several of the players that we've already showed you. Plus 10 fielding ability, and all of that is going to affect every Kansas City Royal that we've got. And the pitching boost is also at tier 3, plus 15 pitching clutch, plus 15 hits per 9, and plus 10 walks per 9 with Greg Holland. And we're facing John Donaldson right out of the gate, because that's fun, chat. We do get the game at Kauffman Stadium, however. 54-17. Oh my goodness. So Brett Saberhagen against the God Squad. We're going to need to score runs, and then we face John Donaldson. Foul ball for Acuna is 1-2. And he swings and misses, strikes him out, 1 down. Ground ball to George Brett. He will scoop and fire to first, and the inning is over. 1-2-3 for Brett Saberhagen. And now we got to face John Donaldson, DeWitt Jr. There's the forkball, swing and miss. Line drive into left field for a base hit, and Alex Gordon in his debut will drop one in. Lefty against Donaldson. Slider hit to short, and he will go to first base to end the inning. So a base hit, but the man left. And we go to the second inning, no score. Strike 3 called at the top of the strike zone, and down goes Vlad Jr. Ground ball to Mondesi, could be 2. He goes to second for 1. Relay not in time. He's going to try to go around third, and we nail Griffey at the plate.
Well,
he just kept going, thinking he was going to catch us asleep. He was safe at first, but we nailed him at home plate to end the inning. Curveball lined into center field for a base hit. Marte might go 2. He is going to go 2, and we'll just cut it off. A leadoff double for Ketel Marte here in the 4th on a curveball below the strike zone. Ohtani hits one deep to right field, and this ball game is no longer scoreless. Shohei Ohtani with his 11th home run breaks a 0-0 tie on a first pitch fastball. Tried to bunt with 2 strikes. Oh, this guy's full of all kinds of cheese. George Brett, base hit. Okay, now we got a man on, and the time run is coming to the plate. High fly ball belted deep to left field. We got that fork ball, and it is tied. Salvador Perez. 435 feet, his first of the season, and this game is knotted at 2. And he hits a slider deep down the left field line. That ball is going to stay fair and go right down the line. David Wright sneaks one inside the foul pole for a solo home run. Bobby Witt sends one high and deep to left field. Bellinger on the run, and he's going to make the play at the warning track. Thought we got a little bit more of that, but that will end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. We're going to the 6th in a 3-2 game. Base hit again for George Brett right up the middle. And he was on when Salvi hit the home run earlier. Perez hits one high and deep left field to the track and the wall. Goodbye! Home run! Again for Salvador Perez. His 2nd of the ball game and 2nd of the season. And all of a sudden the script has been flipped. It's 4-3.
Come after me! I'm a man! I'm 40!
Ramirez, even though the ball was in the dirt, now he's bunting down the third base line. George Brett will fire to first, and Cody Bellinger is going to have a sacrifice bunt. Ground ball, he got on top of it. Mondesi will move over and make the play. Ramirez left stranded at third base. And we're going to the 7th inning stretch with a 1-run lead. Be careful of the ambush here. And he does. A high fly to right field. I knew it as soon as I called the pitch. And this game is tied at 4. Seems he's looking fastball down, but when I throw it up, he's okay. Oh, no. Quit talking. We're down another run. Ohtani hits his 2nd of the ball game. Saberhagen has given up another home run. Ground ball, base hit up the middle, and the lead is 2. It's not a cutter, VMAC. That's a fastball. Sit down. We'll go slider instead, and down goes Acuna on 3 pitches. So we're down to our last 3 outs here, and we need to get a couple guys on. We need a couple of bloops and a blast just to tie it. Billy Wagner coming out of the bullpen. He's tough on whatever difficulty setting you're playing on. Ground ball to first. Knocked down by Vlad Guerrero. Can he beat the play? He cannot. 3-1 on the putout. Here's Salvi. Swinging at a slider, and down goes Salvi. There are 2 away. Fastball swung and missed, and the ball game is over. So we get a couple of home runs with Salvador Perez against John Donaldson, but unfortunately the pitching can't quite hold up in this one, and we take a 6-4 loss with the Kansas City Royals theme team. Shohei Ohtani, a pair of home runs. Ketel Marte had that big one as well that tied the game. David Wright homered. It was a tough day for Brett Saberhagen, who goes 7 2/3. But Saberhagen wound up allowing 6 earned runs. All 3 in the 8th were charged to Saberhagen. That's on me, too, for not getting him out of there early enough. But with the bullpen that we had, I tried to get him to go as deep as I could. Cox gave up a couple of hits. One of them scored a run. And Scoots Magoots threw a perfect inning in the top of the 9th. So it's on me managing-wise. I let Saberhagen stay in there too long, and he got beat up. Offensively, Salvador Perez had 2 home runs. George Brett 2 hits in the ball game too. And we faced some tough pitching. We faced some tough pitching. Donaldson, we only struck out 4 times against Donaldson, but we struck out 5 times against the bullpen. Evan Phillips has that nasty breaking ball. Billy the Kid is tough no matter which difficulty you play him on. So GG's to our opponent. 6-4 final in this one. We got our first ranked seasons game of the new season. We unfortunately take the loss. So, tough one for the Kansas City Royals. I thought we played pretty well. There was a managing decision or 2 that I regret late in the ball game. Salvador Perez came up clutch as always, but in the end it wasn't quite enough. If you enjoyed the video, make sure that you give it a like. Comment down below on which theme team you'd like to see us use next. I believe that is 21 in the books. So we've got 9 teams remaining, most of the American League Central, and I think a good portion of the National League West, and there might be an AL East team or 2 in there. Otherwise, go check out the theme team playlist, because we've got all of the rest of them in that spot. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn those notifications on, and until then, we'll see you in the next one.